Today, I'm going to present to you India as the ultimate travel destination. India has a rich cultural heritage, a variety of scenic landscapes, breathtaking natural beauty, variety of languages, cultures, religion, food, music, and art. So let me take you on a virtual journey of India. Goa is a popular beach destination. The Portuguese landed in Goa in the 16th century and soon conquered it and ruled it for almost 450 years. Hence, there is a strong influence of Portuguese culture. It has rich flora and fauna. Tourism is generally focused on the coastal areas of Goa. In 2010, there were more than 2 million tourists reported to have visited Goa. Goa stands sixth in the top 10 nightlife cities in the world in National Geographic travel. The state of Goa is famous for its excellent beaches, churches, and temples. One of the biggest tourist attractions in Goa is water sports. Beaches like Baga, Kalangut offer jet skiing, parasailing, banana boat rides, water scooter rides, and more. Patnam Beach in Palolem stood third in the CNN Top Travel 20 Beaches in Asia. One of the most popular tours in India is the Golden Triangle, which takes you through New Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. The Lotus Temple, located in Delhi, is a Baha house of worship. Because of its flower-like shape and beautiful gardens, it has become a very popular attraction. The India Gate is a war memorial located in New Delhi. It stands as a memorial to 70,000 soldiers of the British Indian Army who died in the First World War. Jama Masjid was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan between 1650 and 1656 and was inaugurated by Imam Syed Abdul Ghaffur Shah Bukhari from Bukhara, present-day Uzbekistan. Just across the road from Jama Masjid is the historic Red Fort. It served as the main residence of the Mughal emperors. Emperor Shah Jahan commissioned reconstruction of the capital from Agra to Delhi. The Red Fort is designated UNESCO World Heritage Site. Let's move to Connaught Place, the heart of New Delhi and one of the busiest areas in the city. There are numerous commercial buildings, restaurants, shopping places, and also serves as a hub for metro trains. The Qutub Minar is a minaret that forms part of the Qutub Complex, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in New Delhi. The height of Qutub Minar is 72.5 meters, making it the tallest minaret in the world built of bricks. From Delhi, let's go 200 kilometers to Agra to see the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal, crown of the palace, as it is called, is a white marble mausoleum on the banks of River Yamuna in the city of Agra. It was commissioned in 1632 by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to house the tomb of his favorite wife, Mumtaz Mahal. It also houses the tomb of Shah Jahan himself. The Taj Mahal was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983 for being the jewel of Muslim art in India and one of the universally admired masterpieces of the world's heritage. It is regarded as many as the best example of Mughal architecture and a symbol of India's rich history and attracts millions of tourists every year. About 50 kilometers from Agra is Fatehpur Sikri, a town in the Agra district. The city itself was founded as the capital of Mughal Empire in 1571 by Emperor Akbar. Its entrance, called Buland Darwaza, is the highest gateway in the world and is an example of Mughal architecture. Jaipur, also known as the Pink City due to the color of its buildings, is the capital of the Indian state of Rajasthan. It was constructed within a period of 4 years, and Jaipur is the only city that has been planned as per rules and regulations of the ancient Vastu Shastra and the Shilpa Shastra. Jaipur is famous for its monuments like Hawa Mahal, Jal Mahal, Jantar Mantar, Amber Fort, etc. Jantar Mantar is the world's largest stone stone sundial and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now let's see some of the hill stations of North India. Dharamshala, about 550 kilometers from Delhi, is the capital of the province called Himachal Pradesh and has been a very popular tourist destination. Located in the Kangra district, Dharamshala is located on the Dhauladhar range of the Himalayas, and there are numerous beautiful nearby places to visit from here. The Buddhist settlement at McLeodganj is just 8 kilometers uphill from Dharamshala and is home to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The monastery at McLeodganj is very fascinating. If lucky, you may get to see one of their Buddhist religious ceremonies. Over the last several decades, thousands of Tibetans crossed glaciers and mountain ranges to escape from the hands of the Chinese forces and received shelter in many cities across India. Dharamshala is the biggest Buddhist settlement. The hike up to Triund is very popular among tourists. It's about a 6-kilometer hike which gets a little steep at the top, but it's all worth the effort when you reach there and you get a glimpse of the beautiful Moon Peak. About 70 kilometers from Dharamshala, there is a small Buddhist settlement called Bir. Billing is at the mountain top, about 15 kilometers from Bir town. Billing is on the International Paragliders maps and hosts paragliding competitions every year. It does attract a lot of tourists who want to go paragliding with an instructor.
Music bed.
Kangra city is situated along the Dhauladhar range of the Himalayas, just like Dharamshala and Palampur. And Kangra district is crisscrossed by numerous streams and rivers.
Music bed.
There is a narrow gauge railway which passes through this valley, and the ride is exciting. You get breathtaking scenic views as the train crosses dozens of bridges and tunnels.
Music bed.
Rohtang Pass is a mountain pass about 50 kilometers from the hill station Manali and is at an altitude of 13,058 feet. The name Rohtang literally means a pile of dead bodies. Thousands of tourists go to the top of Rohtang Pass every month, so you can expect a bit of traffic on the way. This is a very important pass since the region of Spiti Valley gets disconnected due to heavy snow on the mountain passes for 5 or 6 months a year. The train ride from Kalka to Shimla is quite fascinating. If you want a leisurely ride on a slow train traveling through very beautiful mountainous landscapes, this ride is for you. Even though the distance between Kalka and Shimla is not much, it may still take a few hours. So if you're not in a hurry to reach anywhere, don't miss this train ride. Srinagar is the largest city and the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir. It lies in the Kashmir Valley on the banks of Jhelum River, a tributary of the Indus and Dal and Anchar lakes. The city is known for its natural environment, gardens, waterfronts, and houseboats. It is also known for traditional Kashmiri handicrafts like Kashmiri shawls, and as well as saffron and dried fruits. It is the northernmost city of India with over 1 million population. The houseboats at Dal Lake are quite unique to Srinagar, and staying in a houseboat is sheer pleasure. Gulmarg is a town, a hill station, and a popular skiing destination in the territory of Jammu and Kashmir. It's just about 50 kilometers from Srinagar, the capital of Kashmir. The town is situated in the Pir Panjal range in the western Himalayas, and the gondola cable car ride is quite exciting, and Gulmarg attracts many skiers every winter. Spiti Valley is a cold desert mountain valley located high in the Himalayas in the northeastern part of the northern state of Himachal Pradesh. The name Spiti means the middle land, that is the land between Tibet and India. Spiti Valley is isolated for many months each year due to heavy snow and snow on Rohtang Pass and Kunzum Pass. The route usually opens for tourists between June and September. Tourists from outside India need inner line permits to enter Spiti through Kinnor. One can easily get the permit at the police checkpoints though. Spiti Valley is a research and cultural center for Buddhists. Highlights include Key Monastery and Tabo Monastery, one of the oldest monasteries in the world and a favorite of the Dalai Lama. Pin Valley in the Spiti Valley is a high-altitude wildlife sanctuary and also a long trekking route. In Spiti Valley, there is a village called Giu, where there is a mummy of a Buddhist monk who presumably got caught in bad weather and froze to his death. So his body was preserved in a glacier and later found by Indo-Tibetan border police. Scientists have estimated the body to be over 500 years old. It is still well preserved and his hair is still intact. Similar to Spiti Valley, Ladakh is also a high-altitude desert. So Ladakh is in the Kashmir province and is isolated because of very high mountain passes on either side, and the mountain passes being closed due to heavy snow for many months every year. Just like Spiti Valley, Ladakh opens for tourists between June and September. Some of the world's highest mountain passes are located in this region, like Khardungla, Tanglangla Pass, Changla, etc. Leh is the capital of Ladakh and the only city in the Ladakh region. When you travel to Spiti Valley or Ladakh, you have to bear in mind that these are high altitude deserts open only between June and September. So, and because of the altitude, the air is very thin. There is very less oxygen in the air, so you may have breathing difficulties. But it is like a different planet. If you have not been there, you have to see it to believe it. So I always advise traveling by road, rather than flying to Leh city. Leh in Ladakh does have an airport, but it's always better to take a road trip because by road it takes you 4 days to reach there. So during this time, your body acclimatizes to the altitude changes. Your body gets used to the low oxygen levels in the air. And of course, it's always a good idea to start very early in the morning so that you can take shelter before dark. It's not as advisable to drive or ride a motorcycle after dark because the weather is unpredictable. So along this route in Spiti Valley and Ladakh, there are many places where you have to take shelter in a tented accommodation. There are no hotels really. There's no civilization, no villages or towns on the way. So you have to be mentally prepared to stay in tent. Now let's visit the central part of India to a state called Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, Sanchi Stupa is a Buddhist complex famous for its great stupa on a hilltop at Sanchi town of Madhya Pradesh. The great stupa at Sanchi is one of the oldest stone structures in India and an important monument. Indore is the largest city in Madhya Pradesh and it's surrounded by really beautiful places. Madhya Pradesh is a plateau region and is full of greenery and rivers. Most of these rivers are fed by the rains, so the flow of water rises drastically in the rainy season. Choral is a riverside place where people like to go to bathe and to relax. Omkareshwar is a holy town with Hindu temples on the banks of the Narmada River. Maheshwar is a Hindu temple on the riverside. The town has very interesting architecture. Satpura Tiger Reserve, also known as Satpura National Park, is located in the Hoshangabad district of Madhya Pradesh. It is surrounded by Bori and Pachmari wildlife sanctuaries. Satpura National Park is rich in biodiversity. The animals here include leopard, sambar, cheetal, Indian nilgai, four-horned antelope, chinkara, wild boar, bear, black buck, fox, porcupine, flying squirrel, mouse, deer, and Indian giant squirrel. There are a variety of birds. Hornbills and peafowl are common birds found here. Pushkar is a city in the Ajmer district in the Indian state of Rajasthan and about 150 kilometers from the capital Jaipur. It is a pilgrimage site for Hindus and Sikhs. Pushkar has a lake and many temples around it. Most of the temples and ghats in Pushkar are from the 18th century and later because many temples were destroyed during Muslim conquest in the area. Subsequently, the destroyed temples were rebuilt The most famous among Pushkar temples is the red-spired Brahma temple. It is considered a sacred city by the Hindus, particularly in Shaktism. Pushkar is located on the shore of Pushkar Lake, which has many ghats where pilgrims bathe. Pushkar is also significant for its Gurudwaras, the Sikh place of worship for Guru Nanak and Guru Gobind Singh. One of the bathing ghats is called Gobind Ghat, built by the Sikhs in the memory of Guru Gobind Singh. Pushkar is famous for its annual cattle fair, where horses, camels, goats, etc. are sold. It is held over 7 days in autumn, around end of October or November. It attracts nearly 200,000 people. In 1998, Pushkar hosted about 1 million domestic and international tourists over the year. If you plan to travel to Pushkar during the cattle fair, please remember to book your accommodation in advance. The fair is a cultural program as well, with many local performers performing, and there are athletic competitions between the locals and foreign tourists. Desert city of Jaisalmer, located in the Thar Desert of Rajasthan, is also called the Golden City because of the yellowish sandstone that the houses are made of. Many of the houses and temples are built of finely sculptured sandstone. The town lies in the heart of Thar Desert, which is also called the Great Indian Desert. Jaisalmer is prone to extreme temperatures in summers and winters. Tourism is a major industry in Jaisalmer. Many tourists visit Jaisalmer to see the desert sand dunes and to take a camel ride in the desert region called Sham. Jaisalmer has produced many folk musicians and dancers. Besides, Jaisalmer is also known for its leather bags made from wild camels that exist in the area. Jodhpur is the second largest city in Rajasthan. It was formerly the seat of a princely state of the same name. Jodhpur was historically the capital of the kingdom of Marwar, which is now part of Rajasthan. Jodhpur is a popular tourist destination featuring many palaces, forts, and temples set in the stark landscape of the Thar Desert. It is popularly known as the Blue City and Sun City among people of Rajasthan and all over the world. The old city circles the Mehrangarh fort and is bounded by a wall with several gates. However, the city has expanded greatly outside the wall over the past several decades. Jodhpur's most notable attraction are Mehrangarh Fort, which overlooks upon the city. The blue bylanes of the old city are also an attraction. Umaid Bhavan Palace, Jaswant Thara, and the Ghantaghar or the Clock Tower. Holi is a Popular ancient Hindu festival, also known as the Indian Festival of Spring, or the Festival of Colors, or Festival of Love. The festival signifies the victory of good over evil. Holi celebrates the arrival of spring, the end of winter, the blossoming of love, and for many, it's a festive day to meet others, play and laugh, forget and forgive, and repair broken relationships. The festival also celebrates the beginning of a good spring harvest season. Holi celebrations start on the night before Holi with a Holika Dahan, where people gather, perform religious rituals in front of the bonfire, and pray that the internal evil will be destroyed. Diwali, also known as Deepavali, is the Hindu festival of lights, usually lasting 5 days. One of the most popular festivals of Hinduism, Diwali symbolizes the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. The festival is widely associated with Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity. In the lead up of Diwali, celebrants will participate by cleaning, renovating, and decorating their homes and workplaces with lamps and rangoli colors. During the Diwali, people wear their finest clothes, illuminate the interior and exterior of their homes with oil lamps and candles. People also share sweets with friends and family. Being a British colony for almost 300 years until 1947, many British traditions stayed on in India. Christmas is a state holiday in India, and most of the Christians, especially the Catholics in India, attend the midnight mass. Many houses in India decorate Christmas cribs, hang brightly lit stars outside their houses, and distribute sweets and cakes to their neighbors. Christmas is also increasingly celebrated by other religions in India. Durga Puja is an annual Hindu festival originating in the Indian subcontinent, which reveres and pays homage to the Hindu goddess Durga. It is particularly popular in the Indian states of West Bengal, Assam, Bihar, Tripura, and Odisha, and the country of Bangladesh. The festival takes place usually in September or October and is celebrated for several days. The festival is also marked by scripture, performance arts, revelry, gift giving, family visits, feasting, and public processions. As per mythology, the festival marks the victory of goddess Durga in her battle against the shape-shifting Asura, Mahisasura. Thus, the festival epitomizes the victory of good over evil, though it is also in part a harvest festival celebrating the goddess as the motherly power behind all of life and creation. Bihu is a set of 3 important Assamese festivals in the North Indian state of Assam. Rangoli, Kongali, and Bhogali are the 3 Bihu festivals celebrated in April, October, and January, respectively. The Rongali Bihu is the most important of the 3, celebrating Spring Festival. The Bhogali Bihu is the harvest festival. People feast in their community. Bihu is farmers' festival, but people from all walks of life celebrate it together. They sing, they play music, they dance and have a feast together. The term Bihu is also used to imply Bihu dance, otherwise called Bihu Nas or Bihu folk songs, also called Bihu Geet.